Back with some more NoobTrader. We hit Act 2, or at least the beginning of Act 2. Let's see what this entails.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Alright. No new information from hitting Act 2 from Abelard.
Greetings.
Nope. Nothing. I need to use my blood to wake up the machine? What the hell? Ah. What? There's a hidden cache on a planet. Kiava, Gamma, and Dargonis hold certain data repositories. Where do I accept these repository keys? An elect 2? He's gonna print tattoos on my hand that it's drinking blood from him? Warhammer technology is so weird. Okay. My ship drinks blood. Cabela's probably happy about
Dull
that.
men. Maybe.
Alright, so no new information. Let's try Abel and Pascal.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagos Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
What?
Assessing his personality is difficult. The spirit of Brother Abel is different from that of most people. Tech comrades of the... So far, I have not been able to determine why Abel summoned me to Rykad Minoris, how he is related to the Blessed Amanat, or why he bears the same name as me. Perhaps the Reverend Abel cannot fully actualize and interpret the available data.
Alright, what is this Amernat guy? What did he
He
do?
fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The Blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things.
I'm trying to understand what he just said. If comprehension is the key to all things, he is a blasphemer because he tried to understand more?
My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
What? I don't see how that's... It doesn't make sense that it's evil.
This statement is false. My mentor's words sound like heresy. Limits were established because it is dangerous to venture beyond. Each step past them could lead to a bloody slaughter, but the Blessed Amanat was not afraid.
Okay, so how did you betray him?
The teachings of the Blessed Amanat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected tech priests, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the Conclave. I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the Conclave. Brazen and thematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The Conclave could use that data to summon Archmagos Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
That is, that's rough.
I pray that the Omnissiah grants us wisdom to overcome the dialectic differences that divide us. I was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the Blessed Amanat's personal code. I was wrong when I assumed it was the Blessed Archmagos Amanat, who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I
Okay.
acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the Blessed Amanat. The request is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information. Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over 200
How old
years
is this
ago.
dude?
Any events preceding that moment are insignificant. I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension. After I betrayed Archmagos Amanat, the fleet conclave directed me to the orbital station Altar Templum Calixis X17 for penance.
So he turned in a heretic, and then they made him do penance? This makes no sense.
This venerable temple station was founded in the early years of our expansion into the Coronis Expanse. It is currently a rear observation post of the Cognizance Fleet in orbit around the star Furibundus. The sacred fraternity of explorers. The Cult Mechanica sends us out to the frontiers of the known sectors as researchers and conquerors. We are the warriors of the Code, who return to the lost worlds and devote themselves to recovering the lost ancient knowledge.
I mean, that's a good... that's a good mission, but they're little nuts.
Explorators are granted the privilege of being more independent than many of our tech comrades. However, it has earned us a reputation as unstable and poorly controlled troublemakers.
Yeah,
whose
I could see
unorthodox
that.
views are dangerously close to apostasy. They are my younger brothers and guides on the way to the Omnissiah. Their machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex and pick up impulses from my subconscious. Sometimes they act ahead of my thoughts. This is how the Omnissiah leads me to comprehension.
So the extra arm that he has is connected to his brain, and it's his brother?
Acknowledged. I am honored to belong to the priesthood of Mars.
What is the priesthood of
guided
Mars?
by its tenets. We safeguard technology against the impure and the unenlightened.
Okay. It didn't really tell me much.
That is where the cult of the Omnissiah originated, and where we were granted the first revelations. Many millennia ago, we made an alliance with the Emperor of Terra, and have served the Imperium ever since, paying a tribute of machinery, weapons, and void ships.
So they're the ones who make the weapons and void ships?
Everything that bears the blessed seal of machinery comes from
Yeah,
our
I
hands.
guess so.
And it is we who make sure the operating rituals are performed as they were meant to. We are everywhere. We are the Mars forged steel bars that give the Imperium strength. It is both a treasure and a secret.
How is it a secret?
Technology is how the divinity of the Omnissiah manifests itself in this world. This is why the uninitiated may only be allowed to touch the most vulgar and mundane of its instances. We, on the other hand, are authorized to use the sacred catechism of maintenance and operation.
What?
Although there is another reason to deny lay people the sacrament of knowledge, it can be dangerous. Twisted by renegades, the Omnissiah's wisdom is called heretic, and the exposure to it may corrupt the uninitiated. Another danger is knowledge, strangely interpreted and inscrutably twisted by the minds of Xenos. This bane is called Xenotech.
Okay. Xenotech heretic, so very dangerous. Let's try this one.
That is a bold hypothesis. And yet the Omnissiah teaches us that a dauntless mind can penetrate any knowledge through analysis. Where the ignorant see heresy, the enlightened might see truth. This electu indicates that I am a Magos, who has mastered the sacraments of many spheres of knowledge, and has the right to conduct services in a forged cathedral.
I don't know what a forged cathedral is, and it's not telling me. But yes, he is high ranking, apparently.
He is the divine mechanism, the maker of technology. The universe was made to resemble a mechanical marvel because the Omnissiah rules over it. Knowledge is the highest form that he uses to manifest in the world. For now. Someday, he will come to this world in the absolute fullness of his splendor. The Adeptus Mechanicus worshipped the Emperor. He is the earthly manifestation of the Omnissiah, who brought humanity into the light of divine
How does that
grace.
make sense?
Organic tissue is an imperfect replica of
Tissue?
the machine, transient and vulnerable. Metal is more stable, more effective, and more durable. Flesh speak is flawed next to binary language. Meat begets weakness, it softens the mind and undermines discipline. But you can replace metal when it wears down. In addition, a machine is a supreme form of knowledge, and by assuming mechanical form, we become closer to the Omnissiah.
What? People made machines, but somehow machines are closer to the divine than people? I'm trying to wrap my head around that and it makes zero sense to me. Anyway.
However, like all things sacred, our augmentations must not be defiled by the eyes of the ignorant. Which is why we reveal only the crudest of tools, while holier mechanisms remain concealed beneath our crimson robes.
Is that what we're calling it now? Calling it a holy mechanism? Yeah, I keep my holy mechanism beneath my clothes too.
This statement is false. The true flesh is a gift from the Omnissiah which, rather than degrading the body, elevates it towards its perfect image. Partially true. I had a voice modulator implanted alongside the respiratory purification module, but there is an additional reason. Gothic is not my first language. I'm used to
Lingua
thinking and
technis?
making statements in lingua technis. The binaric language is more informative, more ergonomic, and less prone to misinterpretation.
So he speaks with like audio squeals and bursts and stuff? Jesus.
Acknowledged. May your labors be effective and
What up with this Abel guy? Okay. I think the dude cloned this guy's brain and put it into this other one. Okay. Great. So he makes no sense. Got it. Whoa. So he's like a diviner, but with tech stuff? I am certainly going to need an avatar at some point. Would Amarat be the bad guy? Okay, so that was catching up with Abel and Pascal. Let's see what this new system looks like. We're being assailed by pirates? Yep, pirates. Okay, we're doing ship combat now. Didn't realize that was a thing. Two ships? Two ships. A long range lance weapon. Four shots, 14 damage per shot. A dorsal? I'm assuming those are the sides. A ram? I could ram an enemy? Port. Starboard. Dorsal? What is dorsal? Isn't that the back? Oh, it's not shooting from the back. Where's that underneath? Okay, so... this is weird. Jeez. Okay. No, that wouldn't put me at the right angle. That would. 80% chance. Does this restart shields? Do I not have shields? Do I have shields? I don't see shields. That did like no damage. Oh my lord. Wait, can I fire all the cannons? I can fire all the cannons? Shoots 4. Let's go with 4. Nice. He's dead. Oh, it's getting behind me. He shot me in the bum. How do I make a U-turn? I can't make a U-turn. This is weird. I have torpedoes. VMP. I don't know what VMP is. Okay. I guess I don't have torpedoes. It's gonna get behind me again. I can't. Oh, I can do a U-turn? Yes. Can't do anything this turn, but the next turn. There we go. Oh, I took damage. And it can keep going? Whoa. What if I go there? Oh, not here. Yeah. I'm gonna hit with 2 guns. Here I would hit with 1, 2. Miss with 3. If I go here, 1, 2. Still miss with 3. Surprise! That's it? Just 2 little boop boop. Okay. Oh, I see. Shields are broken on that. That's where my shields are. I see. So his shields are broken on that side. Oh, wow. No, you can't leave. What? Let's reach the end of the phase to... What? I can't just end my turn? I gotta keep moving? Oh, he's gonna run away. No, no, no. We don't want that. You're gonna die. I did it. I win. My ship did not level up. I hope I don't have to repair that. Oh, that's... Can I go to these other places first? That gave me experience. Okay, they refuse to talk to anybody. Chartist Captain Austerius Thorfast. Do not have a fixed charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contacts. Oh. Me. I want ship stuff. Let me buy things. Okay, that's cool. Uh-oh. Ooh. Metal pins in the eyes. Heal them with faith. Oh shit. Okay, Inquisitor guy, I wanted to do both. Screw you, self-righteous prick. What is that? Artificial object unidentified facility. Where?